Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks Part 2, but not really. They got back to me. They're not, I didn't understand the score, still don't, but they're trying to hide the KERF mark. If you take this font and you cut it out of brown wood, and then you cut it out of blonde wood and put the letters in there, there's a little space called KERF. Every saw in the world that cuts wood leaves a kerf, even in metal, and then even in your laser, but it's minute. So they're trying to get rid of the cut line, so it looks like it's just tighter. And I've done several videos on this, but I thought I'd kind of show this. So if we make this text, let's say we make this text, let's use yellow, and let's take our wood and make our wood brown, and go up to object, order, back a page. That's what that's what I'm thinking. That's what they're trying to get to, so that wood would fit in there perfectly. Well, she originally said 0.1, then I thought 0.01, and most lasers, I would think it would be 0.0. It's been a long time. 0.0. Do this on a test on one letter. 0.003, just to get rid of that. And every laser in the world is different. Two epilogues sitting side by side are going to have a little bit different curve because your focus, everything. So to do this particular font, let's take away the yellow. You have a hairline that's a cut line. Well, let's put our board back. And you have a piece of wood in your laser, and you cut those letters out. And then all this is wood. And then the holes would be wood too. So all you have to do is take that and, with this, the good thing is you don't have to nudge it. You can actually move it and then, put a different wood in there. And this is going to be the wood you're going to put inside there. Now I'm going to make this black, and I'm going to go to Effects and Contour to the outside with the rounded corners, 0.003. Test one letter. Look at that. That should be your kerf mark. So she was trying to go inside with this font. I would go to the outside with your wood that you're going to put inside there. And it magically works. But I mean, you could test one letter, and how you could test one letter on this font would be to just take take one letter out. That's a carbon copy, exact copy of the other letter. And then let's put another one over here. So this is the wood you're going to cut the hole out of. This is going to be the wood you're going to put in the hole. And we're going to see it actually is so little, it's 0.003 is actually rounded off to 0. And we're talking a minute little kerf. Well, she writes in 0.5 line. So let's make this a hairline. And then just 0.003. And it's and so then you could test these two letters. And if that fits in there, and the tighter the better. And then if you're using, well, if you just back up a little bit, if you were going to paint the letters and put back in there, you don't have to do the kerf. Because let's say this is 1/8 inch plywood and you cut it out and when I paint plywood, I put on a primer coat and then a couple of coats of paint. That little bit of paint is going to take up that spot. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this video about this exact same thing. And then when you glue these two pieces together, even if you didn't do a KERF, it's all about, you know, this is only going to work if it's going to be a real hardwood or a wood, not plywood. Well, plywood would work, but not, you know, not different color plywood. And then you glue that in. And then if you want that line to disappear, just watch the second video at the bottom of this video. Just take some glue, and I use Type Bond 2, so yellow wood glue, and just kind of dab it on there and take your finger and just rub it across kind of thin. Take a paper towel, not a paper towel, a rag, wipe it off, and then sand it. The sand particles, the sand dust, will go in down in that crack and match that wood. The yellow glue is going to dry clear, and it works extremely well, especially with two different colored woods. So I'm going to try to find that video and I'll put it at the bottom. But anyway, I hope I'm helping now, and thank you for watching.